In this video, I will be talking about the reflection of light and especially how this reflection works in flat mirrors. So first, it is important to understand what is reflection. The definition explains that this is the change in the direction of an electromagnetic wave at a surface that causes it to move away from the surface. Since we know that visible light is an electromagnetic wave, we can then infer that a reflection is the change in the direction of light. As we can see, here we have two different kinds of surfaces, where both of them reflect light differently. In the first picture, we have a rough surface, or a bumpy surface. This means that when light hits the surface, it is going to be bouncing back in many different directions. On the other hand, we have smooth surfaces, which are like mirrors, and this surface reflects light in only one direction. Now I will be focusing on the angles in flat mirrors. When a ray strikes a flat mirror, we can see that the reflected ray is the same as the ray that struck it. We can explain this with the laws of reflection. These laws state that the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal ray lie in the same place, and that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, as we can see in the picture right here in the center. Now that we know how angles work in flat mirrors, we are going to be doing an experiment to observe how objects reflect from these type of mirrors. For this example, I took my backpack and placed it in front of a flat mirror. What happens next is that the light bounces off the backpack and light rays spread out from this backpack and reflect from the mirror's surface. Then the image that is formed and that we see is called a virtual image. This means that it appears to come from the image point behind the mirror, but it actually doesn't. Another thing to note is that images are inverted. Mirrors do not flip left to right, but instead they flip front to back. As we can see in both images, everything that was on the right stays on the right, everything that was on the left stays on the left, and the only thing that changes is the front and the back. So to finish off, I just wanted to answer the question of why I chose this topic, and my reasoning behind it is that mirrors are something that at least I use every day for getting ready and for all sorts of things, and I didn't really know how they work, so I was really interested in learning the physics behind it.